Okay, so today's episode is literally just all about journaling. The reason why journaling is so important is because it allows you to collect data on your edge in the market. And what I mean by that is like your strategy. So you already know the strategy already 15-minute liquidity sweep, 1 minute break structure, and then extra confluences like a fair value gap, order block, or and even equilibrium. But those confluences, you can kind of mix them around, but the break of structure always has to go first, like we've already discussed. However, some people execute a bit differently. So some one guy may execute with just like liquidity break structure and be profitable, whereas it won't work for another guy and he trades liquidity sweep, sorry, break of structure and fair value gap. And then maybe another guy that trades liquidity sweep, break of structure, fair value gap, and then order block, and he's profitable that way, and he can't trade the other ways. So the best way to find out like um I don't know, the best way for you to execute would be to just to collect data. So that's why we're gonna do this episode today. This is like a boring video, but it has to be done. I can't even lie. So in order to get this set up, you just need to download Notion. You can find that on the Google Chrome or on any web browser that you have. Once you've downloaded Notion, you wanna go to these three lines. Whoops. You wanna go to these three lines, and then you wanna press template. Scroll all the way down until you see journal right here. Just press get template, and it should give you something that looks like this. And you can just edit this, delete it, delete it. Right click on this, delete this because you don't need that. And then once you delete all that stuff, it should just look like this. So in this, within this section, you could talk about your rules. So whether that's like taking a trade once a day, having a max risk of 1% on the whole day, and just any other rules that you can think of that may help you within your day within trading. So with that being said, how I set this up is the date is right now the 11th of October. So I type in 11th of Oct, and then whether I color code these. So red means I didn't have the best day and I lost. Green means I won. Yellow means I didn't trade, and orange means break even. So as you guys know already, I lost today, so it's a red box. And then I put dash and how much I lost. So I lost 1% today. And then you click this, and then you should get this opened up. You can also delete this as well. You don't need that. So in the comments, you want to add the screenshot of the trade. So let's just open this, and then open, this is a screen record. So let's just say that was my trade. Post it right here. And then within the comment section, I wanted to add an overview. So within this overview section, I'm going to talk about what I seen from market open. So you have to be able to describe this like you have to show someone that doesn't really understand trading. So once they read the overview and they look at the picture, they understand what you're saying, like subtitles or captions to your screenshot of the trade. So all you're doing is literally just explaining everything that happened within the trade. That's it. And I'm not saying like bar for bar. I'm not saying that. So all you'd say is, okay, market open. I had a bearish bias, so I saw price soar up, take out some buy side liquidity. Then I seen a 1 minute break of structure, but I didn't want to enter off that. Instead, I wanted to wait for more confluences, so price pushed up even more. Luckily, I didn't take that because I needed more confluences. And then I see my normal setup, which was a break of structure, then fair value gap after liquidity being swept, and then I entered. That's literally it. That's how you write it down. And if you notice that you did something bad within the day, you add in what I could have done better. So regardless if you've won or lost a trade, there's something that you could have done better. Like the smallest thing that you could have done better. For example, if I won a trade, but I was kind of hesitant to get in, even though I had all my confluences, that's something that I could have done better. I need more confidence within the market. And then you have to understand, how are you going to get more confidence in the market? The only way you're going to do that is back testing and exercising your edge in the market. Once you've done that and you understood what you've done wrong in that day, regardless if it's a win or a loss, you're in another section called confluences. So what I mean by that is, let's say you had a bearish bias, you saw a 15-minute liquidity sweep, then 1 minute BOS plus the value gap. That is your confluences to enter the trade. So we've already went over you adding a screenshot of the trade happening, an overview of what happened within that day. So it's just you telling a story to this picture. So it just makes you gotta write it to make sense to someone that doesn't understand trading at all, and then what you could have done better, and then confluences, and then that's it. So now that you've written up your in your journal, like you wrote up in your journal, do not just like write it and then just leave it and disregard it. On the weekends, after you're not trading and stuff, review this journal, because there's no point in just sitting there writing this, making the effort to do this, and you're not actually reviewing it. What's the point? Like, there's no point. You may as well have not done it at all. So on the weekends, you just review your trades and see what confluences you entered off, and just see what you could have done better. That's the only way you slowly start to improve, and the best way is just to collect data. So let's say I lost today, just entering off like 1 minute break structure plus fair value gap. Maybe next week I'll try and add in an order blocking and equilibrium, just for extra confluences for me to enter a trade and see what happens next week. That's how you start to improve, just by not adding things in, but like adding extra confluences, which I've showed you in the bootcamp. But yeah, that's literally like the quickest way I could like show you how to journal your trades. So you can do this for each month. So let's say this was called October. I'm gonna just October. So you know that this is your journal, your trading journal for October. So you'd write up 11th here, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. You just keep writing it up. And then obviously, again, like I said before, on weekends, you're just reviewing it. So yeah, I'm trying to think of like something else I could even add here, but I think I've just nailed it. Yeah, I think, I'm very happy with this. So yeah, that being said, actually, no, I'm not happy with it. Once you've done your journal, you want to open another page. Let me open another page. This is your one-to-one notes. So this is gonna be your real like write-up book of things that you've noticed in your trading that's not, you keep making like these bad habit kind of things, and you just write it up. So for example, you say we could title this bad habits. One bad habit could just be entering from just one confluence. I can't misspell. That could be a bad habit and that you've noticed, and you keep repeatedly losing trades. Another bad habit is that you have a lack of patience, fear of price returning to your entry to stop you out. Like, that's all you're going to use this bad habit page for. And I want you to just review this again and look at it. Find ways in order to fix these. So entering from one, I can literally fix these, all three of these. Entering from just one confluence. The easiest thing you can do is, instead of just doing liquidity sweep breaker structure, wait for a fair value gap to get tapped and wait for a reaction out of it, or an order block, or equilibrium. That's a lot more confluences. Lack of patience. So what you can do is, when you're trading from like a different device, so let's say you're trading off your computer, put your phone to like one side, like completely on one side, sit on your hands, bro, and look at the chart. That's it. Sit on your hands and look at the chart. That's it. And you want to say to yourself, if you feel the urge to grab your phone to take a trade, say to yourself, do I really lack this amount of discipline that I have to like feel the urge to enter something that I know that I shouldn't be entering? Once you say that stuff to yourself, I promise you won't enter that trade. Fear of price returning to your entry to stop you out. So if you can't handle like looking at charts and stuff whilst you're in a trade, the best thing you can do is just set alerts on the chart and close your whole computer, close all your devices, and that's it. So once you've entered, put alert to your TP, put alert to your stop loss. That's it. It's either TP gets hit or stop loss gets hit, and that's completely it. And that stops you from like closing trades early and stuff. I know some people struggle with that, and that's fine, but you have to be able to fix that, because you don't want to keep repeatedly keep doing these like bad habits, because once you have a bad habit, that's where the reoccurring losses occur. So that being said, write down your bad habits and then find solutions to them. If you don't know any solutions to your bad habits, just add me in the Discord and we can figure something out, and I can try and help you out. Another one is market intuition. Why can't I spell today? There we go. Market intuition. And what I mean by that is like the most simple way to actually explain this in an example is that, let's say you get a liquidity sweep breaker structure, but it happens within the first 5 minutes, and in the past like 10 trades you've done that and lost, you'll get a gut feeling not to do it. Like it's like touching a computer, and every single time you touch it you get shocked, and you know the next time you touch it you're going to get shocked, so you're hesitant to do it, if you get what I'm saying. That might be a bit like too drastic, but you know, it's my boot camp, fam. It's my boot camp. I'll be adjusted because I'm joking. But anyways, another thing for market intuition, just write down everything that you've noticed trading that one pair. So, imagine that pair as your girlfriend, or if you're a girl, your boyfriend, and you know your girlfriend or boyfriend's behavior. You know how exactly when your girlfriend or boyfriend is angry, upset, happy, mad, hungry. You already know this. So linking it back to the pair, once you know your pair is doing some crazy stuff, you know the pair's upset, you step away. That's it. Like, you don't keep annoying your girl or your man's when they're already annoyed. You just step away, because you know it's already abnormal behavior, or like not their usual behavior, if you get what I'm saying. But that's really it for market intuition. Just write down what kind of behavior your pair has. Once you write this down, it's going to be engraved in your head as long as you keep reviewing this. But yeah, that's kind of the two that I have right now for like a separate page: market intuition, and just write down your bad habits within your journal. Linking it back to over here, October. Again, this is how you set it up. Within here, you can add any description you want. You can put your rules down. Just make sure October's on here, so you know it's obviously the month. And let's say you're on November, you could just look back easily on October and see how you performed. You can see easily if you had a red month, red week, red day, just so you're being really, really truthful and honest with yourself, because that's obviously the most important thing in this game. So thank you for listening to me talk on and on and on about, I know this is the boringest subject ever, but it's necessary, and this is what helped me. So again, thank you for listening, and I'm going to catch you in the next one.